Last we left off, you finished off the orb wraith in the Shadowfell, severing the tether for Arv and Sammy, allowing them to return to the material plane. You spent the rest of the night relaxing and woke up midday, looking to hit the road. Storm clouds rolling in from the south show bad signs of things to come. Desperate to get to the destination as fast as possible, Arsis traded her Farum skin to Vakudu for 5 giant scorpion mounts, and you all set off. It is about midday, maybe a little bit later. The clouds from the south crackling with lightning. I think one or two people had made mention of the potential for a blue dragon return. That was part of the reason for wanting to hastily leave. Looking at the map and talking with Arv as you travel, he talks about heading northeast from the current location, trying to make it to the Shadow Sea. But to do that, you'll need to get through the Scimitar Spires. With the Scorpids, you're probably a little over a day's ride to get to the spires, and probably another half day to trek through them to get to the Shadow Sea. How would you like to proceed? I know there was concern about traveling midday, but I think the group had decided to push forward.
Are we having to do any checks now that we're on scorpions and not walking?
You will.
Okay.
But you will still have advantage. I'm gonna say you'll make fewer checks because the exhaustion from having to physically walk through the sand is a lot less, but still baking under the sun, unless you take certain measures that you would like to describe to limit your exposure to the sun. Everyone will still be making checks, just fewer of them.
So the path in front of us, is it like just like a barren sand, or are there like rock formations like we were seeing before? Because my idea is maybe we go from like, shade to shade to shade, kind of like trying to follow that.
Yeah, good question. So the rock formations that you were following before, that was in a portion of the Anauroch wastes called the Swords, and it was named as such because of the tall pillars. You are out of that now, and what you see before you is more just rolling sand. Not a whole lot. You can actually see in the distance. It's kind of faded with like the heat waves, almost like a mirage, but in the distance you can see like an obsidian black colored horizon where the spires are kind of jutting out from the distance.
I have Ardu riding with Rin in his cold form. Just
Okay.
occasionally give her like a little spritz of breath action.
Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty.
She's got him nuzzled up in her lap in front of her, giving him occasional pets.
Remember, he's the size of a mastiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
A dog in front of you in a scorpion, you can be given pets.
Yeah.
I think of it like a very uncomfortable couch.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything to try to limit their heat exposure?
I mean, Arsis has got her head covered, things like that, standard tactics for keeping things
Rin would probably
Good.
also offer to pass out the shades that she made before they entered the desert if anyone wanted to kind of like hold them.
Sure. I'll kind of parade with it, and I'm in the cool clothing that we got.
Right, yeah, so you'll be rolling
Yeah, we all
your
have the
save
cool
with
clothing.
advantage. Okay. Riker, I see your wheels turning. Anything for you that you plan on doing for the
Nothing that hasn't already been done. I don't have any spells or anything to help us out here, so
And I still have the Iron Stone floating above me.
Okay. Alrighty. Um, does that say that you have to roll to see how high above you it floats when you attune to it?
Check.
It does.
Yeah. Orbs your head in a distance of 1d3 feet and confers its benefit to you.
Okay. So give me a d6 and divide it by 2.
Arcus
so-
rolled a d3.
Or you can roll a d3. Yeah, that works too.
That's 3 feet above my head.
Okay. Cool. That's all right. So I will say that during this journey, you will have to make a total of 3 rolls. Okay. Rin, or I will say Arsis, you are able to choose one person who Ardu is able to keep cool that does not need to make rolls at all.
That
So
would
you
be
c-
Rin.
So you can change it after each roll if you would like, judging by the way people look. But
Sure.
this first roll, we will go ahead and roll our Constitution saving throws with advantage.
all right.
And I'm chilling.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have proficiency in this. This should be easy.
Yeah, you had a +5. I have a +1, and I still rolled better than you.
All right, and how's Herc looking? Jesus. Is it a DC 10 or DC 15? I can't remember.
I can't either. Let me consult my notes. Oh. Okay. Riker, you are the only one that has failed. So you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Arsis, are you sure you don't want to pass this off to Riker? I don't want to let him get tired.
Yeah, you're right. He's looking kind of
There we go.
struggling. So, Ardu, if you wouldn't mind,
Ardu,
we take a
kind of,
break.
as you're still skittering across the sands on your giant scorpions, Ardu hops off and runs alongside it and comes up and rests kind of on the head of the scorpion right in front of you, Riker, kind of breathing its cool air across you, trying to limit your exposure.
Isn't this great? You can see so much during this time of the day.
Oh, who else I needed to roll for?
Try not to look
Oh,
in
yeah,
the direct
Arv.
sunlight, Herc.
I imagine during that first part, Riker like had his mask on, but just the heat and the mask just made him like really fucking hot.
Woof.
Arv, Jesus Christ.
Arv is also exhausted. Hey, you know what? He spent a couple days in the Shadowfell, okay? Give him a break.
Yeah, he's used to it being cool.
All right, let me mark that down.
Technically, this would be the first like remembrance he has of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time we were in the desert, he was not himself.
It's true. I think Arsis, your passive perception increased this last level, right? What are you at now? Are you at a 19 or a 20?
I'm at a 20.
20? Okay.
Bryn's passive is still higher than mine, but Bryn's pretty high.
Okay.
23, baby.
Anybody with a passive perception of 15 or higher would probably take note that the dark clouds coming from the south are moving faster than you on your scorpions are riding. There is zero cover in sight. that you
There's a
can see.
what moving from the?
The clouds.
Electrical storm.
Yeah,
Oh.
the dark clouds. Sammy says he's booting. With that added information, we will go ahead and make one more con. Riker, you do not have to make one at all. But Rin, you now have to.
Oof.
Time to pass Ardu back to
Arsis.
Arsis.
I didn't mean to hit that. Actually, might end up going to somebody else. Okay, he gets disadvantage on that though.
Is it saving
Well,
throws?
but he.
I thought the first one was ability
It's
checks.
just skills. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So the only one that
And what did
failed.
Herc roll on that one?
Herc has not rolled. Herc.
Oh, I have to roll again.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Their
a new
second
one.
round.
Hmm.
Well, there
I
you
got
go.
eyes.
Easy.
Hi, DJ.
Hold on, I gotta figure out. I'm not connected to my Bluetooth.
What the shit?
All right. Batman.
Turn on your video. Show your face.
No, your outfit. We want to see your outfit. That's how we get all the views.
Nice. What do you got? A fucking scarf on? Oh, I forgot it's wintertime out there.
No, it's a
By the time out
turtleneck.
here, it's freezing.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was 55 here earlier.
Warmer in the Midwest than it was in Oregon.
Yeah, dude, like we're having a heat wave right now, and it was like legit 55 when I was leaving work.
Jiminy Cricket.
I know, right? It was so nice.
Okay.
It's 48 degrees over here. It's
Yeah, Mr. California.
cold winter.
It's 39 now, but
39 in Oregon,
Frustrated
too.
right now. Shit.
You're okay. You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you. There you go.
Ow.
Okay. Nice.
sorry.
All right. So you've been traveling about 6 hours. It's about this time that the sun is starting to set. Do you continue on?
First off, is there any hope for shelter anywhere near us?
Is there anything out there in the sand?
Give me
I think he said no cover though, right?
Give
Yeah.
me a survival check, Miss Arsis.
Okay. 25?
Okay. Scouring the area, taking off, kind of peeling away, trying to look for anything. You find a large dune. And from that dune, you see a bit of ruined stone kind of peeking out from underneath of the sand. As the wind blows, it kind of uncovers a little bit of it. And as you go nearby, hop off, uncover a little bit more, you get the feeling that you would be able to shovel a little bit of this away and then potentially fashion some of your tarps that Rin had to create kind of a makeshift shelter. And
Okay, and then how close is the storm now?
um, give me another survival check, and this is going to be calculating.
For sake, can I help with the perception check? I'm assuming
I
that
don't.
was just on a constant watch.
Yeah. She rolled a natural 20, so we'll say that.
Oh.
Yeah. Twice in a row she had that in there, so I'm gonna need you to reboot your roll 20. We're gonna have to shake these out and
Yeah, but there's a
start
nat
fresh.
one right there. There's a nat
Okay.
one. Do you see the nat one?
Yeah,
It's
it
not
cancels it. Natural 20 and a nat 1 on the same roll.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just so happens the nat one didn't count.
You get the feeling that the storm will catch up with you. It's just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to gauge. I'm trying to see if continuing on and with the hopes of finding a better shelter is better than stopping here and letting the storm catch up to us is kind of what I'm trying to gauge. So I need to know, like, if the storm is more than 6 to 8 hours out from based on information of speed and travel and all that shit that I've deduced, then I say we go on. But if it's less than, I think we should rest.
If the storm is less than 8 hours out, you think you should rest?
Yes. So we could be under shelter when the storm hits.
Oh. Gotcha.
Because a couple of us are exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I will say that the storm is about, I don't know, 10 to 12 hours out. If you were to rest right now, it'll catch up with you midday tomorrow.
Yeah. So then, with that information, I may say, looks like we got a chance of finding some ruins. As long as we keep our eyes out, I say we get as far as we can before the storm hits. Now that it's dark, traveling should be a little bit easier.
I think that makes sense.
There's no chance we can outrun it.
No, I don't think so. It's moving faster than we are. All we can do is, as it gets a little bit closer, is hope that we can find shelter similar to this. And I'll point to the outcropping.
If you want, I can scout ahead.
There's lots of things that can scout ahead.
We're not exactly sure what's out there as well. We don't want you going out by yourself.
I could look out there for. Oh, well, I won't be alone. I'll be with Longer Death. A longer day.
It's all right, Herc. We've got about maybe 10 hours before that storm catches up. So we got time. Why don't we travel as far as we can get?
That's a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're about okay. Yeah. You're about a half a day's ride from the Scimitar Spires before you start entering them. So
Half a day's ride being 6 hours or a half a day?
12.
Yeah. I guess I'll rephrase that. It would take about another 8 hours worth of riding, so you would already be pushing into another tier of like exhaustion level from
Right.
for pushing past your normal allotted travel time.
Right. Can you explain what these spires might shelter? They might afford us.
Um, are you asking me as the DM, or are
I'm
you
asking Arv.
Arv.
asking Arv? Um,
Come on, Arv. You got encyclopedic knowledge.
I mean, I've never been out here in the desert before. Uh, Probably the same as any other
Have you not read books?
mountain pass.
I've seen
Well, if
the
it's mountainous,
plague.
then there's going to be caves and other structures that we might be able to rest in.
Yeah,
I say we
there-
make it for the spire as soon as possible.
I mean, do you have any idea what could be waiting for us besides the spires over in the spires? I mean, any sort of idea of what creatures could reside there?
It's, if I'm being honest, I didn't really study the mountains very much. I studied the ruins and the locations around the Shadow Sea and the creatures that can be found
But
in
you
the
are
sea.
saying that they are mountains, not
Yes.
dunes.
Yes, it's mountain. It's rocky terrain. There might be some sand inside of it that is blown
Arsus,
through, but-
where's this dune that you're pointing at then? And I'll dismount and begin walking my Scorpioid over her in whatever direction she may point.
I mean, if we dig out over here, we might be able to make a resting area using Miss Rin's tarps, but it's not going to be nearly as secure as anything we find in a mountainous terrain.
Well, look, I don't think we should be pushing ourselves too much at this point, so...
I don't either, but I think that if we make it to the mountains, our chances of survival are higher.
Yeah, I'd rather keep pushing. Especially now that it's cool out with the sun setting.
Come on, we can make it.
Yeah, with the sun setting, I will say that you will just have to make one more exhaustion check to make it to your destination, and that's for pushing yourself beyond normal travel day.
And so, I mean, if we got 8 hours till we get to the spire, I estimate that storm's going to hit in about 10 hours. That gives us 2 hours to find someplace secure.
How are our scorpions looking?
How often?
I mean, I've never had a riding scorpion before, so I can
Yeah.
assume that it's doing all right.
Yeah, that would be. You could try some sort of medicine check or an insight or a something to try to see
Yeah,
if you
get
can
a
get a
closer
bead
look.
on.
You
One
could always
scorpion.
ask Arsis. She
Get over here.
Stick
has
my
that
face
whistle
in
that
the
can speak with
scorpion,
animals.
and I'm going to roll
not a whistle,
medicine
it's
check
just
with
me.
disadvantage on this.
Okay.
I thought Vakudu gave you like a whistle that like was to cast speak with animals.
No, I think the whistle is just a call for the thing. I have some
12.
animals.
Oh, okay.
Always had it.
With a 12, you would see that from a 6 hours ride that you've had so far, they still seem in pretty good shape. Yeah, their legs still seem sturdy. Their tail is not necessarily drooping, or their claws aren't sagging on the ground. They still seem relatively strong and stable.
And disciplined.
Did we pack snacks for our scorpions? I forget that.
I imagine that they're creatures of the desert and will find their own food as soon as we rest.
So we can't give our scorpion a treat to push it on a little bit further, to coax it.
Probably just eat sand or something, right?
I think they eat bugs, actually. Large sand bugs.
All right.
So
then
kill a
I will-
sandworm, and they'll be good to go for a while.
There you
Yeah.
go. Perfect. There you go. Are there any weak genies in the area that we can feed it? I'm kidding. All right. So, I'm going to probably give it a pat on its mandible,
Yeah.
and just look into its
As you would.
dark, soulless eyes. And it's actually more like this. And
Those eyes.
I will remount the scorpion, and I will look at the 5 of y'all. If you guys insist, but well, let's just make haste then.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the spires, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think I would have probably. Who has the jug? Do I have the jug, or do you guys have the jug?
I think we just pass the jug around.
Yeah,
Everyone has the jug.
everyone's got.
It's the
jug.
community jug.
We've all made out with the jug. It's fine.
There you go. We're swapping spit with the jug. We'll make sure that we keep each other hydrated, and maybe not drown poor Arv anymore. That's great.
He's
Thank
got
goodness.
use of his hands again.
Yes.
Right.
Does he know how to use his hands?
He knows how
I
to
don't
use
know
his
what
hand,
to
and
do
he
with
can
my
swallow
hands.
now.
Right.
Maybe try to dribble a little bit of the water on my scorpion. I don't know if anybody else is going to do the same, but
And it rears up and hates you.
I'd wait to see the reaction and then
Yeah.
maybe.
So you're saying that you do that.
yeah, I'm going to dribble a little water on the scorpion.
Like on its carapace or on its face.
And it's like face, like down its nose. What a scorpion would have for a nose. Maybe try to get some in the mandible thingies.
Yeah, as you kind of dribble it down the front of its head and into its face, you can see it just kind of fluttering a little bit, like drawing any of the water into its mouth. And you can tell that from its body language, the way that it's moving, that it seems to be relatively happy with this new water. Just not having to forage for it, but just having it just poured into its mouth, essentially. It's very happy by it.
Perfect.
Seeing
look at
that
everybody else.
result, Rin would go, jug!
Right.
Pull
We're all
her
watering
scorpion
our
over to you.
scorpions now.
Water your scorpion.
That was a really good idea. Nice thinking.
Well, if these things get into a fight, I'd rather not them be exhausted and fighting at any sort of disadvantage. So,
To be honest, I would have told him to run. More valuable to us alive than fighting.
we're watering our scorpions, Joseph.
He doesn't need to. He's got his camel.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Yeah, his holy
How
camel.
long a death?
How long a
Long a
day?
day.
Oh, you said death earlier.
He did.
He
I know,
did.
and then I said,
It was a Freudian
Yeah,
slip.
yeah,
Because
He
he's
thinks
gonna
we're all
die
gonna
again.
die.
it could be a Colin response.
I think Halongade is like secretly the BBEG.
Ah, perfect. Fantastic.
Honestly, if you think about it, all of our pets in Summons might be.
Could be. Probably not. though.
We're a pet in
Yeah,
Summons heavy group,
Dawnstar has
so
been so evil to everybody.
you need a find familiar, Rin. And then we just have to find something to follow DJ around.
Please don't. We don't need any
I
more.
don't want to do that. You don't
Actually, I'm
wanna do
sorry,
that.
your familiars are.
Alrighty. As you
Is it
continue
time?
riding, it is time to roll your last Constitution saving throw. This one does not gain the benefits of your feat. So unless you have a feat that allows you to roll with advantage, you will be rolling normally.
I roll because I say so. I'm kidding.
Wait, this was unless what?
Wow.
This
So-
is not the heat
Sorry.
Yeah,
base. This
oh,
is
That was
just
loud.
a 10-hour scorpion
Oh.
ride.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to roll it because they're on scorpions, but I'm fine.
No, you have to roll 2.
Yeah, you have to roll 2. This is just pushing past your
Dang it.
normal travel limits that you would normally do during the day. You're pushing it beyond.
Rats.
Do we get the benefit of Herc's aura?
Oh, I thought you were getting ready to ask me if we get the benefits of the shirt, and I was gonna cry.
I'm
No, you already told me though.
Okay,
I pay
just-
attention sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure we're
kind
kind
of
of spread
ride-
out while we're traveling.
yeah. I like to if the group is like traveling like this, I like to like ride around kind of in circles.
So 2 exhaustion checks. No, just kidding.
Oh man, Arv is
That's
not
better, at
doing
least.
well.
Yeah. Arv's gonna
Arv's
need
got
some
2.
love and attention.
Wasn't that top
Mhm.
one yours?
For me,
Joseph? Yeah.
he said do 2 because I've been riding around everybody.
I mean, if you're serious about it.
I am.
So do we get the benefit of his aura?
Oh, what's his aura?
10 feet. 10 feet.
Was that the point of you riding around in circles around everybody?
No, I was saying that I was riding around like kind of far doing perimeter checks.
Okay.
Just checking the perimeter. If there could be anything out here
Oh, no.
in the vast emptiness that we could see.
Take
from
your
miles.
exhaustion, Sammy.
But
Okay.
you never
yeah.
know.
Yeah, no
I'll take my exhaustion.
no advantage from her.
Go plus
Um,
4.
Yeah, no +4. Okay.
+3.
So does
Uh,
everyone have at least 1 point of exhausted except Rin?
You're welcome.
Thank
So-
you.
Don't worry, Red. You're gonna go down at some point
Sammy.
where I have to save your ass again.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Rin's the only one without it.
Here
Ours
I was
just has
gonna
one.
set up camp.
Uh,
fine.
Riker just has
Arv's
1.
got 2.
Arv has 2. Okay.
I'm
How are our
fine.
scorpions? Do they have to roll anything?
They're fine.
I'm rolling it on the side.
Mm.
Oh, is that what? No, that was Arv. Okay.
No, it's
Right.
It's hidden.
Mystery.
Okay. As you enter the Scimitar Spires, large, jagged, pointy rocks, 100 feet, 200 feet into the air, very close together, making it relatively difficult for you to navigate with your scorpions, but you're still able to do so. They're able to kind of traverse both land and kind of vault up onto portions of these mountainous terrain in order to squeeze through areas, making you have to really hang on at some times when it's difficult angles. Herc, your camel is narrow enough that you don't have those same worries.
Nice.
You're able to gingerly travel through some of them.
I'm gonna be looking for a place to sleep
Okay. I need
that offers some form of shelter.
How's that storm looking too?
Yeah. First, for navigational purposes through here, there's a certain luck aspect. Because there
You want me to
doesn't
roll.
there doesn't appear to be just one path. These don't have a road that goes through them. This is kind of easy to navigate through, but it's chaotic in a sense that you're just constantly looking for the path of least resistance to get through. I need
Before you do that,
okay.
feature Wanderer. I don't know if this comes into play for what you were thinking or not, but
No, because I mean, you could have. You've never been out here, for one, so the memory of the geography wouldn't come into
Mhm.
play, and the
Mhm.
maps are never going to be detailed enough to be able to give, like, with as chaotic and tight as this is, the maps aren't going to be detailed enough to show every crevice that you are having to use to navigate through these mountains. Um, you can still find food and fresh water, um,
If
you would like.
available.
Yeah, if available.
Once we
Um,
stop. But I'm also hoping that I don't get like off course using the sun and the stars. The idea is that I don't get lost.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be difficult for you to always know which direction's north and continue in the right direction. It's just
Mhm.
imagine you're looking at I don't know, just a decision tree, okay? And you walk and you come to a path and there's two different ways. They're both going north, but one splits off kind of to the right and one splits off kind of to the left. You'd have to choose, and then you go down that one, and now you've got three different paths that you could go on. And you're like, oh well, shit, okay, they're all still heading north, so I'm still heading in the same direction, but which one do I choose? And so like, you're somebody's gonna make a survival check. Um but yeah,
Is that
the-
going to be me, guys?
I say always follow your nose.
there's
Did
some-
we-
It's not
are
going to
you-
be me.
Rin, are you because you're the only one who's not exhausted? So are you proficient in survival?
I actually am. I don't have a bad survival either.
All right. If you want to take the lead on this one, I'll let you because I'm a little tired. But if you don't, I'm happy to take the lead.
I can give it my best shot. This isn't that different from trying to wander the streets of the city.
okay.
Oh boy,
Give it to
famous
me.
last words.
And can I offer her help because of my experience?
That's interesting. I wonder how that works.
A disadvantaged
mechanically.
person adds help.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah. You.
Um.
I mean,
could
it kind of makes more
also.
sense this way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
That'd be like we're looking for paths that are like more worn than others, so we can see any evidence of other creatures taking that path.
I think
Making
You're
sure it
gonna help me
We're looking
point
for more
north the whole time,
path that
and
would-
Sorry, what were you saying, Rin?
oh, you're gonna help me point north the whole time, so I don't veer us off in one direction. And okay, do I do it?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Let's see the two nat ones.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Navigating through, you come across an area where both of the paths still leading north, but one of them kind of goes down a little bit further, and the other one stays level. But with the added direction from Arsis about wanting to look for the path that's more worn, that maybe has creature travel to know what might be the best or most traveled area, you decide to take the upper path, staying level and not traversing down further. And as it kind of opens up a little bit more, you're able to look over the edge at what you would have been walking down to, and you see a large sinkhole where you cannot see the bottom of it. But you are able to continue through, and eventually you find yourself opened up. The spires aren't as close together anymore. There's a little bit more space between the walls of this mountainous pass. Still large stones jutting up from the ground in kind of a straight vertical path, but much easier to navigate. And you find yourself a little alcove. It's hard to call it a cave because it doesn't really go deep, but it is nestled inside of this mountain wall deep enough that it would provide any sort of shelter from the elements, any rain, any wind, and you can even see what little sand has made it through is not piling up into this cave wall. So you feel confident that this is the best that you're going to find with your exhaustion levels and your travel distance.
Well, this looks like it for us.
Wow. This is amazing.
Well, it'll do. It's not ideal, but
I think it's the best we've got for right now.
And I will say, kind of just outside of the cave, kind of even led you to find it, a small, very shallow puddle of water. That seems to be there. And it doesn't really lead anywhere. You don't find any rushing stream, but it just seems to be remnants of potentially maybe the last rain that came through here.
all right. Well, we'll let the scorpions have that.
Okay.
We have a jug.
Fancy.
Junk.
Can I mean, stagnant water, not ideal. Can I like just look at it and like assess like the quality of it?
Yeah. How would you like to do that? My gut instinct's going to tell me survival, but is there another method that you would like to use?
Medicine.
I mean, ideally it would be medicine. Like I go up and
You can do
I have like a
medicine,
glass
yeah.
vial. I like take up a scoop in it and I kind of just like assess it for, or actually hold on,
Parasites.
parasites. And I, with the purple dragon ray, I will also cast detect poison and disease.
Mm.
Hey!
Because I forget that I have that.
Okay.
Find out Rin's been poisoned this whole time.
Oh
Right.
no! Time to put her down, everyone.
Okay.
I've been leading you all in the wrong direction.
You take this water, swirl it around in your vial, and you kind of hold it up to the light of the moon, looking into it a little bit, seeing any debris that might be inside of it. And after giving it a little bit of a smell test, and casting your the detect poison, is it poison and disease?
Yeah, poison and disease.
Yeah. It's got some nature's elements inside of it. It might not taste the best, but you don't think that there's anything that's going to be making you sick living in this water at the moment.
Riker's just like looking at it. He says, "Yeah, looks like it's safe. Should we at least refill the jug before we have the scorpions have the
The
water?"
jug of endless water.
Out of character, I forgot it was endless. I thought it was just a jug of water. Never mind.
Don't have to refill it.
That's a special jug.
Especially not with that.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay on the our water, but the scorpions should definitely drink.
Is it a magical puddle? Is that the kind of test you're doing?
No, it's just stagnant water tends to harbor disease and parasites.
Oh, we definitely don't want to fill the jug up with that.
I mean, it is safe to drink.
I'm gonna be working on making the shelter more secure. How long until the storm hits, you think? Or I think. DM.
Yeah. Probably about 3 hours.
Oh, we make good time then. Yeah.
What are you doing to try to make the shelter more secure?
So we've got our tarps that Rin made before we set off in the desert. And I'm doing what I can to make a kind of more of a lean-to sort of situation.
The cave that we're facing, or the cave that we're going in, is it facing the oncoming storm, or is it directed away from the way it's coming in? Like, how is that oriented?
Why don't I show you? not the map that I originally had planned, and so I
That's
had
fine.
to pull
I
from
mean,
my.
we could just theater of the mind it, but
No, we're good. We are good. I've got thousands of maps.
1,000 maps. I love it.
But
So now, is this the cave or is this the?
So this is
Pass-through.
the pass that you are in. The cave is
Okay.
this little thing right here, and it doesn't go
Okay.
too deep. It probably only goes about 10 feet in. So
Tiny cave.
yeah, like I said in the
treasure
beginning,
amongst
I wouldn't necessarily even call it a cave, just more even
Yeah.
like a deep recess
Yeah.
where it's still
Okay.
providing shelter over top, and from the sides, but it doesn't go deep enough like a cave system would.
Yeah, so it'd be like trying to put rocks on the top and get the tarp to kind of get over the entrance area to give us a dry space.
Okay. Alrighty.
Ropes that I have. I don't have a whole lot of stuff. Sammy, do you have those pittons?
Titans? Yeah, I got them.
Can I use a couple?
Tomato.
I've got 7 left, so you can have every single one of those. I'll keep one.
Okay, so I'll take a rock and take a python and try to secure the tarps.
I do not have a I have a crowbar. If you want to not use a rock.
Rock's fine.
Okay.
And trying to make trying to cover the entrance even more and give us even more room. Because the scorpions are definitely gonna have to sleep outside, but.
mhm.
And then I will also speak with animals, explain the scorpions what's happening, and tell them that they can't run off, but to find shelter and get safe if they need to go back out in the sands. The storm's coming. And we'll find them as soon as the storm has passed.
Oh, I do have a hammer.
Hammer would be nice. I'd take a hammer.
I looked right past that. Give it.
And in the 3 hours, so I would be explaining to the scorpions that to get safe for the next however long the storm lasts, that we're going to be here, that we'll come find them as soon as or they need to come back here as soon as the storm passes. I would be trying to look for any sort of food for everybody, and then I would also be trying to make the shelter more comfortable. However much of that I can get done in the 3 hours.
Okay. Is there anybody
And whoever
else?
wants to help is welcome to.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask. Is there anybody else that's going to be helping? I know everyone else is kind of exhausted outside of Rin.
I guess DM. About how much length of string would adventuring gear give me?
Rope, not string. It's 50 feet.
No. I have string. I'm intending on something else.
Rogue boy setting up traps. I assume.
Adventuring gear says that you get string.
I wonder if it's the dungeon or the rogue pack instead of the adventuring.
Burglar's pack says 10 feet of string.
There you go.
Okay. So
burgle some turts.
Yep. I am gonna set up. Let me go back to this. Did we come in from the south or the north?
You came in from the south.
Okay, so then I will. Okay, sorry to do this to you. Theater of the mind bullshit now.
Oh, you're good.
But less theater of the mind. I'd like to set up the string right about there. Say right about there. There. At about knee height.
You guys see
And
that?
I'm going to attach the bell that I have to the middle of it.
Oh, hold on. Oh, do you? I'm imagining you're doing a burglar's or a rogue's version of the alarm spell without being without
Yes,
having
correct.
alarm. Got it. Okay. Yes.
And if I see Rin while I'm setting this up, or sorry, not Rin, Arsis while I'm setting this up, say, Arsis, actually used something like this when we first crossed paths a while ago. On you.
On me?
Yeah. It was actually kind of a funny story because, well, I mean, I know you didn't trust me, but I didn't exactly trust you either. And there was a day that I think you snuck out the back door. Or was that your friend that did it? What was her name?
Do you remember
anyway.
or
Oh, I could look at my book to remember. I don't remember off the
Yeah,
top of my
same.
head.
Is this
because-
Let's go look
Calliope?
it up.
is this Calliope
Yes,
that you're talking
Calliope.
about?
Thank you.
Calliope,
Yep.
yeah.
And part of the reason I'm in this mess with you guys. But looking back thinking back on it now, kind of glad that I ran into you. I mean, makes moving on the run, so to speak, a little more interesting. Instead of running away from something, running towards something.
Oh, Sammy, we're trying to save the world. Big deal.
I don't know if it's that dramatic yet. I mean, let's just think about your town and your auntie.
Calliope will pay if since she's part of this stuff.
She's part of this. You know that.
No. I do know that, and she will pay for it.
So a thing that, I know about most deserts is that during the day they're very hot, but at night they can get very cold.
Uh-huh.
Is this one of those deserts that, like, it gets really fucking cold at night, or is it just like, now it's bearable?
It's not gonna get like 20 degrees cold, but it'll probably get like 45. So like it'll be chilly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you're, I don't know, 45, 50 degrees. Probably won't freeze to death, but it might not be comfortable unless you hop in a sleeping bag or start a fire or something.
Okay. Arsis, what do you think the chances are that that storm isn't just a storm and might be following us?
How big's the storm? Is it like the entire skyline, John?
No.
So it's almost more of like a small cloud.
I wouldn't necessarily call it small. Like it's taking up some of the sky, but it's not like taking
Not like
up
a
as far
natural
as,
storm.
yeah, like a natural storm probably has like a cloud range that fills the majority of the sky. This looks a little bit smaller, more localized, but it is still relatively large.
Yeah. Probably a good chance. I'm hoping maybe it'll not notice us in our camouflage and continue on its way.
Do you think it's safe to start a fire, or?
No.
Okay. In that case, she pulls out the bar of soap that, when it was really hot down in Synod, she made cold with prestidigitation. She's now going to make it warm, which it only works for an hour, but I figure we can pass this around and I can always recast it every once in a while.
Hey, that's
Oh.
that cold soap.
Well, now it's warm soap if you want it. As it gets
Hey,
colder.
that would have
Miss
been
Rin?
nice during the day. It was
Miss
hot.
Rin, honestly, if we just huddle, we should be fine. I got blankets and some bedrolls.
I don't know. I kind of want to see this storm coming. You say it's following us?
I'm saying it's not outside the realm of possibilities. I actually don't know what its intentions are.
The
Or if it
storm
has intentions.
I think its intention is to rain, and that's going to be exciting to see going through the desert. Might watch it come on in.
To be honest, if we get cold, honestly, snuggling's gonna be the best form of heat.
How do you intend to cook the food that you find?
I might have an idea. So, my Eldritch Cannon, I can set it to essentially be a flamethrower. And what I'm hoping to do is, if we have cookingware, I can like turn down the flame a little bit to make it just have a continuous flame.
I can also resummon Ardu and make him a fire drake if we absolutely have to, but I like this idea better.
Is that the Cookmaster 5000 right there?
It is.
It is now, maybe.
Got
Coming
the
to a
Hank Hill
store near
doing
you.
propane.
It won't be the most elegant
Propane
situation,
accessories.
but it works at a pinch.
Like, this is like super redneck, but like it's what we have.
Yeah. Okay, Arsis, going around hunting.
Sure.
Arsis, don't forget,
have
we do have the
torches.
scorpions that we could...
We're not eating the scorpions yet, Herc.
Oh, not yet.
Exactly.
Later on down the line. All right.
Perhaps.
Would you want to sacrifice Halongaday to be eating? To be eaten?
How dare you? To even joke about such a thing?
It's not a joke.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? How long a day? You want to eat? How long a day?
I didn't say I wanted to.
I mean, the thought seemed to enter your mind, a thing that I would think would be unthinkable.
Well, we need these scorpions, so I don't think I
We
want
need
to
all of them,
sacrifice
though.
We do.
And how long
Long
a
a day.
day is a celestial spirit, I'll have you know.
I'm sure he
Fill your
tastes
soul,
mighty
but not your
celestial
body.
too. So,
Yeah, like you know what that tastes like. Let's see about that.
what does that mean?
Just, well, it means that you can be a bit sacrilegious at times, I think. Maybe a little disrespectful. All of you, none of you really place that much faith in the gods. It's clear that their power is ever present.
Oh, I'm just going to be really honest with you, Herc. My family's been praying to the gods for the longest time, and not a lot has happened
Well,
for their benefit.
a life of
so-
faith is not just about praying, and you also have to do things.
And that's what I did. So if I had to choose to put
There
my
you
faith
go.
in something that has denied me for so long and denied my family, or put faith in myself, I'm going to choose myself.
That's a very Timoran thing to say. You're seizing the day, you're taking a risk. Daring. Just as the god of adventurers would want you to do.
The god of adventure is not directing my hand.
So you
To
say.
be
God
fair,
of
Herc,
adventure. Could you say that the god of adventure guided my hand when
to-
we met my father the second time?
No, that could be that's a whole other thing.
but
Who guided
Herc,
my hand then?
you have to
You did?
understand, you were chosen by the gods, and you've got special abilities that are gifted to you by them, and your
And
faith in them.
responsibility, yes.
The rest of us don't.
Well, I don't know. Rin. Riker, magic. There's some god of magic, I'm sure. The elven god, I suppose.
Your faith gives you power, and that's admirable. But for the rest of us, we're just trying our best.
That dragon power, there's probably a dragon god that your stuff comes from as well.
What god gave
Is
me
it
power?
also Elvin?
Well, it'd be dragon.
No
What
god
god
has
gave
given
you-
me power. No god has given me ability. Not anything
No.
that I've done with my own two hands.
No,
And some of the stuff
you don't
Sammy's
have faith.
done, been
like you
pretty
said.
extraordinary.
Yes. If you devoted yourself to a god, maybe you would.
I didn't see a god pluck you guys up from that forest.
Pluck us up from the forest.
Yeah, when we found Arv and he was turned into that stag.
Pluck
I
us up
recall.
from the forest.
I recall, Ren went down. Riker, I think. It was a long while ago. But I think a lot of you were hurting
Few
that
days.
day. Couple days, that's all. Couple days. Couple levels ago. I think a lot of you were hurting that day. It
Yes.
wasn't a god that saved us.
I don't know what you want me to say. I never said it was.
Okay, now while
Sammy-
they do this, I'll run off and look for food.
Nice. What I'll say is that Herc saved me, and his faith in the gods gave him the power to do that.
You sound bitter to me, Sammy. And maybe that's because you killed your own father. And that's something you're gonna have to live with. And he seemed like an ass. But don't bring the gods into it. I wouldn't
The gods
either.
could have stayed my hand, but they didn't. Maybe the
That would
gods
be
wanted me to kill my father. Maybe the gods want me to do more.
Those
that
would be
what you're saying?
tyrannical gods. Some gods are evil. You have to be careful.
Grumsh
Not saying what you
exists,
did
does he
was
not?
evil. Yes, there's a god of corruption, god of lies.
What god should I worship?
Only you
don't
can
have
answer
to-
that.
You don't have to worship any god if you don't want to. They will continue without your faith.
What god would want me?
Maybe the god of self-pity. I don't know.
I don't need pity. I've got you. And that's all I need.
If you
Gods help us.
if you want to be a man of faith, you only need to try to talk to them. Think about how they want you to act. Make small devotions to them. But you don't have to. It's not necessary. Just try speaking
I
to them
know.
sometime. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Nobody is forcing you.
No.
But if you
no.
don't, you end up in the wall.
In the wall?
Yes, the wall.
What wall?
They say in the afterlife, if a soul
If you're a
isn't
non-believer,
beholden to any god, it goes in the wall.
Oh, I think he's referring to the Blair Witch Wall.
Is that what they call it?
I think. Religion was always the one class I skipped, so take it with a grain of salt.
Oh,
I
it's
think that
terrifying.
what he's saying is that if you don't believe in anything, then what good is your soul but then just to be used as something to block?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't go anywhere. It gets stuck in the wall.
We have a storm coming and we're talking religion right now.
Plenty of sailors done the same thing, huh?
probably gonna sit down, open up my pack, and dig all the way in the bottom of it, and I'll pull out a cloth-bound orb from earlier. What would the sailors say about this? What would your gods say about this?
I
Hold
already
on,
told
what is it?
you.
The orb of the wraith.
The
Oh,
Mythalar
yeah,
orb.
yeah.
Sailors, probably half of them think it's cursed, half think it's treasure. Maybe they'd all be right.
Does anyone have anything I could mend? All of this is starting to make me feel like I need to do something.
You can help me with my modifications. I'm just trying to make it so the cannon doesn't, explode in fire like it usually does.
Yeah, why don't I do that? That would be good. I can at least help you talk through where wires should be going to turn down the power.
So I think
Bryn,
over the
like,
next-
just visibly uncomfortable with this conversation, fully, like, turns over to Riker and, like...
And this is
think
one of
over
those
the
things
next
where it's like a dad and his son, and the son is just like holding the flashlight for the dad.
Yeah, absolutely. She's, like, helping... She's got her, like, little ring on and is, helping direct the light.
I think over the next couple hours, Herc and I will discuss the merits of religion and sailors and cursed items and everything else that exists in the world.
Just doing with her hunting.
Arsis, as you're navigating the canyon, stepping behind a few pillars, slowly listening for anything, you hear the slow scuffing of stone. And as you turn to look for the source of the noise, you see a large tortoise dragging its foot along the ground to make that slow step forward.
Turtle soup.
From the brush just nearby, a little scarce of any sort of foliage, but this little desert bush, out from behind it comes a small hare, rabbit, dashing, running circles around the large tortoise and darting off into the distance. The tortoise continues to walk.
The
Slowly.
tortoise is the easier option, and does it look big enough to feed everybody, or should I go after the hare too?
It could. Like, I don't think there's gonna be so much meat that everyone's full, but everyone would be able to get some.
Okay, then I will just pick up the tortoise and take it back to camp.
Just pick it up.
Yeah, if it lets me. I don't think it can outrun me.
That's true. As you get close, you pick it up by its shell. It retracts its head, and its limbs as far in as it possibly can.
I'll take an arrow and humanely end its life so that it's not being boiled alive. And we cook it.
How do you intend to do that with it?
Stab it in the neck. Through the shell, that's why the arrow.
Okay. All right. We won't drag that one out. I was thinking about it. seeing how successful you are. But we'll
It's a defenseless creature. I should be able to murder it pretty well.
yeah, you had just said like I don't,
Humanely.
yeah,
Yeah.
humanely. So I was trying to think of like the fastest way to kill it. Probably wouldn't be to stab it in the neck, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, the base of the skull. So there you go.
I mean, yeah, its
Can't get
head
to the
is
skull. It's
the
got
neck.
it's yeah. It's
Guys, John wants us to boil it alive.
Right?
That's
Like a
probably the best way to
lobster.
do it.
With screaming turtle soup. Yay.
The screams are what makes all the flavors come out.
The only real noise I've ever heard from a turtle is not the noise that would be safe to
Have you
talk
boiled
about.
a turtle alive?
No, I was talking about the only noise I've ever heard from a turtle is like when it's humping. And it's like
Oh, yeah.
it makes like that little noise when it, yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the only noise I know
Well,
that
it's not.
turtles make.
That's not experienced turtle scream.
Anyways, you have your tortoise.
That way, it's got a built-in cooking utensil to put onto the flamethrower.
And as we
Comes in a bowl.
fade now to the hare's perspective, dashing around the finish line, waiting for its friend
Oh my god.
that never arrives.
So the moral of the story is the hare wins.
The hare
So
wins.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because our
Sucks to-
sister's
Fastest
hungry.
boy.
Sucks to suck, slow boy.
Nature's a bitch.
Anyways, you are able to successfully kill your tortoise and cook its insides. It's not really well seasoned, but it's meat. It's got some flavor to it.
Rin can prestidigitate to make it flavorful if we
Ooh,
get rid of the
yeah,
hot
you
soap.
could.
Actually, I think you could have up to 3 presentations going on at the same time.
Can I? Oh shit. Okay, well, so we got hot soap
Flavor on flavor.
and we've got like I'm going with like a little paprika, salt and pepper.
Yeah, just the basics here.
Throw some dill in there.
Yeah.
Turtle dill
I
soup.
know Herc, but like just thinking of a little zhuzh.
Turtle takes time. Okay, just remember that.
As
I'll leave
Riker's
it-
over
hers
there with his
capable
cannon
hands.
torch.
What? Should I help?
Cook the turtle? Yeah.
Okay. You get advantage.
No, you cook the turtle. I'm handing it to
You want me to cook it?
You're the
Wait,
chef
you're
of the
yeah,
party.
you're-
Interrupting our conversation about gods and death and shit.
I literally walk in and drop a
Basically,
dead turtle in his lap.
continue that conversation. He got pretty upset.
Now cook it.
Maybe says, okay, but with disadvantage, right?
Are you exhausted?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Then
abilities,
yes.
yeah. But don't forget your whatever your cooking
proficiency.
utensils,
Oh, it's
yeah.
the nastiest,
Oh.
stringiest ass
Oh
turtle
my
we've ever
God.
had.
Ooh.
It is the worst.
Um,
We
day
didn't
of
cook
his
it for
cooking
long
world.
What
enough.
is this?
And you can
Turtle.
Perhaps
You
a
killed a
little
turtle?
a little bardic inspiration would be nice.
Oh man.
if I
As
had
she's
to
Sure.
playing with
Yeah,
the
I'll take it.
wires with Riker, yeah, take a D8, buddy.
this
No, I
is
like turtles.
his frustration manifests from the conversation that Sammy had forced upon him almost. And being as frustrated as he was while cooking.
The god of turtles?
Is the bardic inspiration just telling Sammy to shut up and let her cook?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Sammy is cooking now. That's what's going on.
Or if you ask me, maybe like, did anybody cook anything like this, like in Suzale? I don't know. Turtles.
Throw it on a grill.
Turtles stew, but we don't. I guess we've got the water. This was just outside?
Well,
Yeah,
that's where a
Herc.
lot of meat comes from. So
Yeah.
I didn't know there were turtles around here.
I didn't either
Did
until I
Tamora
found
not
one.
teach you how to cook with turtle as well?
Tamora? No. Well, I mean,
Where's your god of
sometimes you
cooking
gotta-
now?
Sammy,
Sammy.
can you stop, please? We've got more important things to do than have an existential crisis about what happens when we die, or who has control of us during life. If it makes you feel more comfortable to know that you are 100% control of your destiny, then seize that. But don't press your beliefs onto anyone else. Same goes for Herc. Herc, if you want to believe the luck in the fortune, in the beauty.
all right. I don't need. I see what you're trying to do, but I'm annoyed.
Maybe some
I'm not
soup.
trying to force Tamora on you. I'm saying that the courage to do crazy, adventurous things, that is the essence of Tamora. So when that is a form of worship, you guys think of it as something that's controlling you. That's not what it's like at all. Anyway, I'm not a priest. I just live it, you know?
Yeah,
And
you do you.
well, I'm gonna do this turtle right now, I'll tell you that.
You hear thunder crashing in the distance.
I'm gonna do it quickly. I don't think that rain's gonna.
Yeah,
you
I
do
think
much
It's
with it.
just like the clatter of pots and pans.
we do need to get to sleep pretty soon though if we're gonna get some rest.
Well, I'm not gonna have it ready soon. This is, I don't. Ah,
And that's where he
Um,
rushes it through.
As we're finishing up this soup making,
can we make a fire or not?
I
No.
think it's better
We're
not
using
to.
the torch.
I have to. What is this?
Oh, I I modified the cannon. It emits a more controlled flame.
Holes!
Like a Bunsen burner.
Yeah,
Come on.
it goes from like a 45-degree angle to like a 90-degree angle, and you just see a cone of like constant fire emit.
Like a little Bunsen burner.
Yeah.
This is not like the kitchen at all.
It's what we got though.
Yeah, we don't have an oven, so we have to make do
I
with
made
what
the
we
best fish sandwich in a goblin sewage pot. I can do this.
have. John, I'm actually gonna move that. Is this a walkway over in this area
I
here?
think this is the puddle.
Like I don't know what's going on with this
Yeah,
dark spot here.
that's a walkway.
Okay, I'm actually gonna move it over here instead.
Okay, I will shift it.
Yep. There you go. Perfect. Yep, that works. Beautiful. There you go. Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see what
Once they're eating, Rin's going to start taking, because she still has that like little shitty cloak that was the skirt of her dress. She's gonna start taking like strips from it and rolling it up into earplugs, so that the people who are sleeping during the storm aren't bothered by it.
Okay.
Once we get to actually having our rest,
Oh.
assuming we will get it.
I would probably advise against if I see that you're making earplugs, I'll probably advise against it because I'll point out to my little string and bell thing over
But-
there.
You don't have to take them, but I figure with the noises that are going on, someone will probably be keeping watch, and then everyone else can get full rest. Whoever's staying up for the watch should absolutely not be wearing earplugs, but I figure it would be nice to let everyone else get the rest that they need.
How loud is the thunder and lightning? Is it thunder and lightning?
Thunder. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's hard to tell if there's lightning from within the cave. last time you were looking back at the storm, though, you did see lightning, for sure.
Has it overtaken us yet or no?
It's close.
In there.
Close. Okay.
Probably your last little bit of preparations after you eat on your decent turtle, saved with a 10.
This is crap, and I'm sorry, everyone. You'll deserve better. We had a hard day today.
Honestly, I'm just glad we have some sort of food.
Me too. Thank you to Arsis for getting it. Thank you to Herc for cooking it. And thank you to Riker for making it possible for us to cook tonight.
And thanks to the turtle.
And thank you to the turtle.
Came a long way to be here at the same time we were. Probably had a long, happy life. For it, well.
Yes. Thank you, Arsis, for slaughtering this creature for our benefit.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is there anything else that you all do before you take your watch and your rest? We are also at the halfway point. If anybody needs to use the restroom and would like to take a quick fiver,
Cool, fiver.
Yeah.
I would like to take a fiver
we'll
so
set
I
up
can get
wash
out of
and
these
rest.
work clothes.
yeah, we'll take a
Ayo.
quick fiver.
Yeah, I think Sammy really was misrepresenting what Herc was trying to say. So I respect it.
Sammy just
Until the
wants to see
part
world
where
burn.
Herc said that that's why Sammy killed his dad, but you know.
I don't actually remember saying that.
You definitely
This is
did.
I'll
recorded.
timestamp it for you.
Are you gaslighting us?
No, like, but like,
I blacked out.
when you say that's why you killed your dad, like in response to.
I'll have to go back and find it. I just remember hearing like a phrase almost identical to that and feeling very shocked.
A little bit, yeah. It was a bit of a.
It really triggered an emotional response for me, so my brain locked it in.
The only thing I remember is that it seemed like that's what he was leading up to, like, oh, the gods made me kill my dad, and all I said, I thought I'd beat him to it by saying like, yeah, and you killed your dad. Like the gods didn't make you do that. Was what he was trying to say. Yeah.
No, I hear it. It was. We'll find the moment when the video comes online.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a reaction from everybody when you were like, "We're just gonna bring up your trauma now." It's extreme therapy.
We got to timestamp that in the Discord when the video comes out.
Oh, I'll be timestamping it on YouTube. So. And also, I can timestamp it in Discord.
Yes, Rin has been sweet pea going back and watching all of our old videos and timestamping them as
Wow.
she goes. I think she's on like episode.
I think I
9?
just finished. I think I finished 12 actually.
Dang.
Damn.
Damn.
Are you just
It's been a-
timestamping moments? Is that what's happening, or
No, it's I'm trying to timestamp like scenes basically, like where a cohesive like thing is happening.
Oh, gotcha.
Beat.
The beat, yes. I'm capturing the beats of the episodes.
Exunt.
It's very funny when there's like, oh, and that was just like 3 minutes long, and then the next thing is like 45 minutes, and I'm like, what do I need to like split these up here? No.
Yeah.
Yes, but also no.
Beat 3, Chapter 1.
Truly.
yeah?
Okay.
Anything that stands out as particularly poignant since you've been doing that?
Oh, definitely. I'll send some of them onwards later.
Okay. I mean, Arthur's death was a big one, but yeah.
The fact
She
it was
actually sent me.
foreshadowed for 2 episodes.
My death?
Basically,
Huh.
we enter
Written in the
Suzail,
stars.
and immediately we're like, oh, the city's so much safer than like being in scary little Monroe. Oh, nothing bad can happen to us here in Suzail. And then you died, so.
And I died.
Yeah, and then, well, you didn't see the camera pan over, and then like the hangman's noose was like right around your character.
Or like the ghost that was following the ghost of Arceus that was just constantly haunting her the whole time we were in the place
Wait,
that
did
she's
you
least
guys not
comfortable
see
with.
that?
No.
That was my theater of the mind moment. I thought everybody was on the same page.
Alrighty.
Let's do this.
As you settle down for the. It's hard to call it evening. It's late night. In a few hours, the sun's going to come up again. As you settle in, exhausted. How do you set up your watch? If you even take one.
I'll start.
I definitely think we should take Rot Watch.
Riker can take first watch.
Mr. Wrecker, I think it might be wiser if I do it. I have better night vision than you.
Oh, that makes
It's
sense.
all the same to me. That's fine.
I'll do it. I want to see this storm anyway.
I'll get in on it.
You want to take second watch, Herc? Since Arceus volunteered first.
Sure.
And Sammy also volunteered first.
I was volunteering for first watch, okay? Sammy, you could take third, maybe?
When the sun rises, your eyesight might be better then.
If the sun rises, who knows how long this storm's gonna last?
That is a valid question.
And if we're gonna even be able to sleep through it.
Hopefully the earplugs will help with that.
Am I taking first or third?
Third.
Then
Just
I
'cause-
guess Riker can take fourth then.
Which is funny because the only person who's not exhausted is Ren.
I know.
Yeah, Ren must sleep the whole night.
Yep.
Ren's
must get
gotta
her
get her
beauty
beauty sleep.
Cold soap, hot soap. Earplugs.
Riker, I'm feeling really fine if you want to make sure that you get that extra 2 hours.
Oh, I think I'll be fine. 6 hours has always been enough for me.
Okay.
I can always take
No. Ew. Okay.
If any of you get cold in the night, though, please just shake me awake, and I'm happy to at least give you an hour of warmth with the hot soap.
Hot soap.
Well, warm soap. It can warm your hands.
Thought it was cold soap.
It used to be cold soap, but now I've made it hot soap.
Woman of many wonders.
I do my best.
Righty.
And I will make sure that I point out where the bell is located to everybody who's on a watch. So they can keep an ear out for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I am.
I have a
Lord.
friend who does that all the time.
Cool.
Okay. As the rest of you hunker in, listening to the sound of the thunder and lightning, waiting for the eventual pitter-patter of the rain to come crashing down to the smooth stone around you. Arsis, you begin your first watch. Give it to me.
Perception disadvantage.
Yes, from exhaustion.
Determined to have a 13. Damn it.
Describe to me how you are taking this section of watch. Do you just remain in your cave? Do you take a strategized patrol around the area? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for unusual movement. I'm keeping an eye on the storm, but I'm probably not leaving the entranceway of our little like makeshift area. I'm probably just sitting at like where the tarp like ends with the best view of both ways, and just kind of looking back and forth and trying really hard to stay awake because I'm still tired.
From such a limited view, it's difficult to see much. The dark does become just a little bit darker as the clouds eventually come to rest over top of your area. Flashes of lightning illuminate the surrounding environment. But those 2 hours, at least, go by uneventfully.
Right. Crawl over to her. Wake his butt up.
I'm awake.
Your turn, big guy.
Great. See
And
anything
honestly-
cool?
I'm gonna crawl into his bedroll that he's got nice and warm for me.
Hey now. I know there's a storm brewing, but I don't think it's that loud. See anything cool?
Nope. Wake me if something happens, though.
Of course.
If not, I believe Sammy's next.
Right.
You could always wake Rin instead.
All right, I go watch.
Alrighty. Give me a roll, disadvantage, and then also describe to me how you take your watch.
Oh, fuck.
He falls asleep.
Oh my god.
How bad do we want this to be? We could have it be that I fall asleep.
Yeah, give me a D4, please.
Okay.
Okay. Who was supposed to be next watch?
Sammy.
Emmy.
Um, give me the D6.
6?
Yeah.
A
Sammy, give me
D6.
Oh, a D6? You want me to
Okay.
give a D6?
Yeah, you give a D6.
Well, Herc, I want to thank you for whatever shenanigans you just got us into.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah.
There you go. There's a 2.
Okay. All right. So by the miracle of the dice gods, Sammy, roughly time that you're supposed to be taking watch, you wake up, find Herc resting at the entrance of the cave, looking out, but motionless. You hear him breathing still. He's not moving, doesn't look alert.
I'm going to watch him.
Okay.
I'm going to watch him for a minute.
Yeah.
I see him breathing.
Yeah.
I don't see his head turn at all.
No, about a good 4 or 5 minutes go by, and his head almost kind of even just looks like it's resting up against the cave wall.
I'm going to grab, very quietly, I'm going to... No, actually. I'm going to get up quietly. And I'm going to go over to him. And I'm going to see if I can start going through his pockets.
Jesus Christ, Sammy.
Oh my god.
All right, roll a sleight of hand.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, an 11.
That one is still above a 10.
What's your
Yes.
passive perception, Herc?
9.
Oh, shit.
What would you have on your person? Like, obviously, you're not wearing your pack right now, but is there anything that you would have in your pockets or on your person? Even if it's not necessarily in your inventory, anything that he might
Okay.
find? Yeah, like opportunity for a little on-the-spot flavor.
I'll actually make it simple. Is amulet for Tamora.
Oh, like the necklaces?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Bro is poking the bear.
So,
Yep.
I imagined he would be wearing that, right? He's probably not going to have it in his pocket.
Yeah.
Are you
So you
saying
can
that you're going to
unclasp
try
it.
to remove it from his person?
Mhm.
Okay. Describe your amulet to us. Is it like on a leather string? Is it a gold chain?
Yeah, it would be like probably like a copper chain and a coin. Coin of some kind. Not kind of unsimilar to that Sammy's dad's thing. I think I have that actually too. Did I pick that up, or did you throw that away? I feel like you threw it away and I picked it up or something.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Ooh, good call on that one, buddy.
If you want to find that instead, maybe.
Oh,
then I
I'm
would have
going
that
with
on me.
Tamora's token.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Oh, I would. Ooh. Why'd you? Oh, you bastard.
With that sleight of hand, unfortunately, you're able to unclasp it and able to take it without Perk's knowledge.
Then I will. From there, is it storming pretty bad right now?
You can tell that it's very windy, and you can see sand kind of kicking up. And you can tell that it probably should be daylight out now, but it is still dark, potentially from the clouds.
I will go over to my string trap to check on the bell.
Okay.
And I will probably lower the rope a little bit, or string, and then instead of tying the one end off to like the wall or anything like that, I would tie that end to the chain of Tamora and leave that out in a very obvious spot.
Hold on. I had a hard time visioning that. Can you re-describe it again? I'm sorry.
So essentially, the string is wall to like floor or wall to wall in that little walkway area.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm going to undo this part of the string.
Yeah.
And then I will tie that end to the chain of Tamora.
Okay.
So then I will lay the chain out like a piece of treasure dropped on the ground. So if somebody were to pick it up, they would then jostle the string to ring the bell.
Gotcha. Okay. I get it now. All right. Kind of like the old dollar on a fishing line. Just kind of.
Yes. If the string and the bell are still there.
Gotcha. Yes. Can you? What's your state of mind when you're walking over to the bell? Are you doing so stealthily? Are you just walking?
I'm probably going to do it quietly because, you know, I don't want to wake anybody up. But I'm not like actively trying to be sneaky, like I'm running away from everybody.
Okay, so as of right now, we've only had 4 hours of non-strenuous activity/rest. I need you to go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Does that stealth roll interrupt my? Because I'm not, again, I'm just trying to just like be quiet, but not like be aggressively quiet.
Okay.
Like I don't want to kick a rock and wake somebody up. But if I happen to stumble onto something, oh no. So.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, then you won't have to make a stealth roll.
Okay.
One moment, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You're able to do so without any issues. The bell is still there. It does make just a little bit of noise as you're trying to disassemble and reassemble it to attach the chain to. But outside of that, nothing. Is there anything else that you do with the remainder of your watch? Do you ever wake Kirk?
Nope, I don't wake Kirk. I let him sleep right there at the entrance of our shelter, and then I will commence my watch.
Okay, about an hour into your watch, Perk does wake up on his own. So,
I do.
yeah, you rolled a 3, so that's how many hours you slept.
Okay.
So, yeah, you slept for the entirety of your watch and an hour of Sammy's watch.
Okay.
So you wake up in the middle of that. You're welcome to go back to sleep, sitting there, or you can play that out however you would like.
Hills. Oh. Is Sammy like right there,
Relax.
basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Relax.
Hills.
We're still alive. Don't worry. Don't make too much noise, though.
How loud is it with the storm going on?
It's pretty loud. Thunder. It's definitely crashing, and the lightning definitely makes it almost like a strobe every, 10 or so seconds, 10, 20 seconds. It just lights up the entire cave.
And is it a dry storm or is it a wet storm?
It's dry.
Just go back to bed.
So sorry. How long?
We're about halfway through mine right now. You were really snockered out there.
I've done this before, pushed myself too hard.
Look, don't beat yourself up. Decide. I think, I'll fill you in. Just go back to sleep.
Something happened?
No.
Everyone's still here. Everyone's all right.
Everyone's fine.
Okay. Well, if you want to give Riker more rest, feel free to wake me up at the end of yours.
All right.
I'll do right
Don't worry.
this time.
Just go to sleep.
I'll try. If you don't mind, I'm going to stay here. This rock is very comfortable.
I was just getting ready to ask
Yeah.
where you're gonna go lay with Arsis in your sleeping bed.
Yeah, what's with Arsis in your bag? Not a good look for Rin, you know that, right?
Not a good.
Well-
Arsis is in the bag.
Yeah, but if Rin wakes up and sees Arsis in your bag,
What? You think?
Perk.
I think that would be.
Perk.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're a Boy Scout and everything, but are you really that oblivious?
Boy. Arsis is in the bag is warm, probably. Is it?
You don't see it, do you?
We can't compromise the mission. It's too important.
It's already been compromised, buddy.
How?
Somebody gone and gotten them feelings for you.
It's only. It's natural. I've been in very dangerous situations.
I wouldn't call this natural by any way, shape, or form.
Why
It's
not?
very unnatural.
Unnatural?
Yes. She is tripping over you.
Where did you grow up again?
Why does it matter?
Just say it a bit differently over in Marsember.
Oh, well, I've been a whole lot of different places. And I've seen a lot of different people do a whole lot of silly things.
You think it's unnatural?
Ah, I mean, I can't say I've been in quite the situation like this, but he's got feelings for you, bud. And what you do with that is, well, what you do with that.
I'm really sorry to interrupt that, but I was trying to think of something on my own, and I remembered, where is Halongaday? Is Halongaday in the cave with you? Like,
Sure, keeping everyone warm. From
it's
the
up to
He's
you.
the-
I was just
He's the
trying to.
goat. Of course, he's in the cave with us.
He's a goat.
His
Is that the-
humps make ridiculously soft pillows.
I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Carry on with your pot stirring.
Look, just be careful, okay?
Oh, I know. Believe me.
Be careful for her too. She might do something reckless
Right.
or insane.
You think so?
Oh. I don't think so, but no. Traction has a funny way of working things.
Hmm.
But I do think you should get Arsus out of your bed.
It looks. It's warm. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Just be cool, man. Just be cool. Don't need to make a big thing of it. So. Hells. I can fight monsters, but sometimes, the inside. Feelings, man. Sometimes that's the tough part. It's like that orb said, evil though it is, sometimes the light can lie to you with illusions and blinding you. Maybe that's why so many people get turned on Shah's teachings.
I'm going to get up really quick and quietly make my way to the pack and pull out the cloth-covered orb again.
Okay.
I'll sit right down next to Herc. And I'll hold it out for the both of us to see.
Why'd you bring it out?
You're the one that brought it up.
You want to look at it again? Or do you want to... Would you want me to listen to what it says?
You don't want to look at it again?
Well, now that you have it out, we can look at it again, I guess. It's just kind of dangerous.
But, alright. Should we both look at it? Or should one of us look at it and the other not look?
I'm feeling kind of weird about this, man. Do you feel like speaking of unnatural, do you feel an unnatural urge to look at this orb? Because that sounds like some sorcery.
This is teenagers looking at Playboy for the first
There's a
time.
storm going on overhead. Everybody's asleep, and
No, you look first. No, you look first.
I mean, if you're going to look, I should look too, so I can protect you.
As you're having this conversation, Sammy, with your passive perception of 16, you hear bellowing beyond thunder, massive wings beating against the ground as it lands over by
I'm the only one that hears this right now?
unless you point it out.
I take the orb and
Herc's got a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
take-
hear shit.
I take the orb, and I put it behind me. Did you hear that?
Well, don't be a tease. I hear what?
Listen.
There's a storm going on. It's
Listen. I heard something. Thud.
You can. Your eyes track out to your trap to watch. And they see a large creature. They can also see
Oh,
it take its large claw and kind of dig at the ground and yank at the medallion that's attached to it.
Does it jingle the bell?
Yes.
Get your stuff
I
ready
grab
now.
grab the axe. Wait,
Take them.
before I hit me. Yeah.
And I'm going to begin so this is where I'm going to roll a stealth.
Okay.
I'll start waking. Probably go Arsis,
16.
Rin, Riker, Arv.
And so this stealth
Alright.
is for waking, or you're moving at this point.
I'm moving. I'm moving as quietly as I possibly can. 15 if all right, so I'm assuming the creature hasn't seen us yet, correct?
As far as you know, while you were in the cave, and before you move out of it with your new stealth roll, you feel confident that it has not seen you.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action move 15 more feet this way.
Okay.
I'm going to knock a +3 arrow. And if it moves anywhere by this area, that's when I will release.
How big is this dragon? Is it, say, similar to the size of the one that we kind of fucked up back in the area?
We didn't fuck it up. We told it to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You
We
haven't
didn't fuck
seen
it up
very
at
many
all.
blue.
Fucking up.
You haven't seen very many blue dragons. I mean, you guys actually had a decent.
We
amount of-
probably should have figured that out.
Yeah.
Joseph knew that it was a dragon.
Um,
Probably most people knew that it was a dragon.
Yeah, we guessed.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. You can probably assume it's the same dragon that you pissed off.
Oh, you think it's the same dragon? Oh, okay.
I so badly want to go to Sammy and be like, "Hey, that's that dragon we fucked up."
You're too busy waking everyone up.
All
Okay.
right, so that's the end of what I'm doing here, and I'm watching. And again, if it approaches that area, I'll let loose, and
Arsis will bolt up the moment that
Other
Herc
stuff.
tries to wake her up. What? What's going on? What's happening?
Dragon.
Fuck. And I'll crawl out. I'm still fully clothed and grab my shit. Get ready.
They make those storms, so if the storm's coming this way, it's probably a dragon. Wait,
Yeah.
you first.
Oh, there was a chance, Herc. We knew.
You well, probably should have talked about that. You wake up, I'll wake up. You wake up, Ren, I'll wake up Riker, and then
Okay.
glass.
All right, I'll go wake up Rin. Put my
Before
hand over
you-
her mouth and shake her awake.
Before you do much else, I want to narrate something. As the dragon had taken the medallion, brought it up to its nostrils, and took a hearty sniff in for tracking purposes, and the bell rings. Lurches its head to the side, listening to it. Flings the medallion off somewhere over here in the center, and takes a few steps forward. Comes here, sniffing, taking it all in. Sammy, you can just see its neck and head protruding from the rock formation there, the wall. It is scanning, looking. A moment. I already had it open. Perception.
We're waiting.
Okay. As it looks around, with a 20, not only sees you, but it sees the rest of you as you're stirring each other awake. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, he's gonna go.
Oh,
When I'm
are
done
we-
talking.
Are we gonna just tell it to fuck
Wait,
off
wait, wait.
again?
That's my plan. Let's see how well it goes.
Can you command it to get over it?
Put the token, put the token. I can't. I can only give one word commands.
If only there was a word in the English language.
Deal.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm still
man.
exhausted. I rolled
Chill.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, right.
Everybody rolls for disadvantage.
Unless you're Rin.
Yes. Yes.
Even though it doesn't matter because my first roll was my shitty roll.
Oh, 7.
Update your. You guys have the
Yep, I
ability
got
to
it.
update your turn order, right? Okay, I'm gonna use the
Yes.
restroom real quick, and then we'll
Yeah.
hop into this
Yeah.
count.
Papa.
How do I update the?
Just click on it.
the number and the turn
Oh,
order.
add. Oops.
Hey, DJ, you've got a higher dex than me. Just put your number at 7.1.
Oh, okay. Did you roll 7 as well?
Yep.
Shit, you did. Oh yeah, you did. Okay. 7.18. It is.
God, I rolled a 21 and a 7.
It was 7.
There you go.
I mean, we were caught with our pants down for sure.
Wearing pants.
You wearing pants?
I was wearing pants.
Yeah. And we're all still exhausted, but luckily,
It's
it
only
only
one
affects
level.
ability checks. Yeah.
Well, except for Arv.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a slow motherfucker.
God damn it, Arv! Even when you're useful, you're useless. Fuck.
That's why he killed himself.
Just let him sleep, guys.
I mean, maybe
Bro.
we should let him be a vegetable.
Bro, he's got a skill issue.
Real hard.
That is a skill issue.
Skill issue.
Nobody woke Arv up yet.
He's fine.
I wake up as soon as he hears the fighting.
Yeah, right?
Off.
Oh, the good news is, we all rolled better than the dragon. So,
Yeah.
Yay.
good.
Yeah.
Once it gets this, whatever it's gonna do here. I don't know if it gets a surprise round. Does it get a surprise round just because it sees
We're
us?
not
No.
surprised.
Oh,
It's
no,
not
no,
sup-
yeah.
we're
I'm not
awake.
surprised.
If we
This is
were
fair.
asleep,
4 of you 5 are not surprised at all. Assuming that the DM is allowing Arceus and Herc to wake up the other 2. Yeah, that tracks right.
Oh, Arv. You.
Arv.
You
we were gonna let him sleep.
Uber you.
should have murdered him back at wherever.
Holy shit, do I have the highest?
With a 13,
You do.
Jesus Christ.
Should Arceus be above her?
Yes, my child.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
Uh,
sure my dex is way higher than hers.
Yeah. Okay.
Dumb stat.
Okay.
Higher than my wisdom.
What do
All
you
right.
do,
I mean,
Rin?
No pressure. Top of the order.
Oh, what the fuck
Uh,
off? Do it.
So
I
hold
mean,
on. Who,
yeah.
Who woke you up?
I did.
You
Yeah.
did? Okay.
She's probably still prone, so she
Yeah,
has to
I was
use
just
her-
about ready to say,
Yeah.
whoever wasn't like in the middle of actively like shaking people awake, if you have been woken up, you are still prone and you use half your movement to stand.
oh, fuck.
Unless you're just gonna do one of
Spread
those things where you just like peek your head up from it. Oh, it's that fucking dragon. Away.
Go away.
Back to sleep.
Okay. Let me. This does change things because.
Command also only works for 1 round, where suggestion works for like 8 hours.
Yeah, but suggestion, I have to be within 30 feet, and I'm almost 60 feet away.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah. So let me see. How far does command go?
I think it's also 30 feet.
A60.
That's what I'm looking, but because I don't actually. Oh wait, maybe I can look at it this way. Because it's technically in my spells, even though I always use it from my Mantle of Majesty. It is 60 feet. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna try for that since it's a bonus action. That's nice and easy. We're
are we
gonna
doing?
go immediately ultra hot mode, Mantle of Majesty. And before she even gets up, Rin's going to just give a little get away from me, shoo fly, and she's just going to say away. And I don't think that actually has 5e. So give me a wisdom save. The DC is 14. Oh, flee! That's the word. That's the word I want to use. The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means.
Okay. It succeeds.
Does it get advantage?
Things have changed since last time. It
It grew up
succeeds.
a little.
I will use silvery barbs. Fuck off. I don't want to face a dragon right now.
You are holding an action.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, someone else has to barbs.
I can't reaction that?
Silvery barbs.
You can't barbs.
No, because if you're holding an action, your reaction is used to execute the
You're
action
right.
you're holding.
That's right. Thank you. Appreciate it. I tried. I'm out.
Okay, in that case, I guess I'll spend half my movement to get up. And if I move that far, does that... No, that doesn't get me within 30 feet! Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is taking a long time.
It's okay.
I just didn't expect that to be... Okay, in that case, since it's seen us... I don't want to attack it, but I do, but I don't. Okay, Rin's gonna get up. She's going to go ahead and give Hurt Good Touch. You're getting enhance ability. Take 2d6. Take 2 points of temporary hit points.
Whoa!
Damn.
Wow, that was bad.
2 hit points right there. There you go.
Oh my god!
Great with the dragon.
You know
I'm
what'll
sorry.
happen? It will save you. It'll be great. Like at one
You're-
point, you'll be down to just 2 hit points. It'll be like those 2 hit points saved you.
I'm still exhausted. I'm a little
I can't
confused.
wait.
If you have to fight him, hopefully that helps. And that's Rin's turn.
Feels good.
I hope
Narcissus.
it does.
Narcissus. Okay. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm sure this is all Rocky Outgrove, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Any of the dark stuff is elevated. Like the lighter stuff, it's more just like subtle elevations. You know, like
Yeah, just different
3-4
changes. Yeah, so I
inches,
just
yeah.
step quietly, like nimbly.
Wait, dark is
elevated.
below us.
No, dark
elevated?
is high. Yeah, it's the color of the stone. It's like an obsidian, and it's a
This
pillar.
is higher
Uh,
than this.
yes, this is higher than this by a substantial margin. This right here,
And
this
what
dark
about-
this is water.
Yes. Okay, that's the pool. Heard.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So I gingerly step down here, and in Draconic, I'm gonna try to talk to this thing. I'm like, we don't have a fight with you. We are not looking to fight and kill you. Please don't do this.
Bill doesn't have a discussion with an ant.
This is about pride.
Maybe if you'd gotten
Your
"Please, don't
pride
do anything."
is going to kill you.
Oh, you're.
Does not respond, but you can see that its nostrils flare and flicker with a little bit of electric energy.
Okay, so at this point, I've had my bow down because I'm trying to like, you're being stupid. Don't be stupid. But it's not listening. It's thing. So what I'll do is I'll touch my chest and I'll go ahead and cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
And give myself 8 temporary hit points.
Feels good.
A little bit of shadow from Shadow Fells, my brush with death. And then I will stop, and that's Ardu's gonna come up and support me. He's still cold, and that is everything I'm gonna do on this turn. But I'm gonna stand proudly and stare this dragon down.
Herc.
Long a day. I make a camel noise. It comes up behind me. I swing myself onto Long a day. I pull my axe out and I go, "Dragon!" And I rush forward and strike the beast on the camel.
Server has been interrupted on roll 20. Is anybody else?
You
seeing
broke
that?
roll
yeah,
20,
I just
Joseph.
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Long a
on.
day, big
Oh,
daddy.
yeah.
and
I
guys
just tried to
called it.
reload.
Yeah, let me
reload.
reload.
Reloading.
It's not reloading, so
Oh no! What did we just do?
Damn it, that was too good of a move, Joseph.
You're too cool.
Hitting it with my axe. Yeah, it usually is.
Okay.
Usually is.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm playing Armor Core 6. Bye, guys. Kidding.
All right. We're gonna have to theater of mind it a little bit.
Yep.
Does anybody still have their
ooh, it's coming online.
Oh, hold
Yep,
on.
It's coming back up. It's coming back up.
Slowly.
Yep. I just
Oh,
got the.
I see
Hey,
it.
you want to block? Yep, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
We're good.
I'm back.
We're in.
Yeah, boy.
We're in the zone.
All right.
Now that the service have rebooted, I'm going to get a critical hit.
Yeah.
All nat 20s from here on out.
Hold on a second.
Close. Close.
Whoa.
Close again.
Oh, Herc, by the way, your weapon is still the
Yes,
the radiant weapon.
one. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love that
16,
consistency there.
and we will shining smite.
Will shining smite.
That's
you said?
another yes.
Yeah.
It's dark, so now it is bright, and all attack rolls against it have advantage. And this dragon, if it wanted to, it can't go invisible. So
Nice.
Okay, let me. There. All
So
attack
you fairy
rolls
fired
against
the
it.
dragon with your axe. I love it.
yes.
Okay,
How long does that last?
it's concentration.
Yeah. Up to a minute.
Okay, cool.
It's fairy fire in axe form.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I probably should have led with that, so I could have had advantage on the second hit, huh? That might have been.
It's okay, you
Yeah,
still hit.
maybe.
That's true.
All right, you got it. You're good.
I think that was all my movement. I would have liked to have skirted around a bit more, but yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's as far as I can go.
Future. We need to think about repercussions for mounted combat. Because I do think
Yeah.
if you don't have a feat for mounted combat, there are rules against you attempting to make attack rolls from your mount. But we'll address
but
that.
if it's a found steed, like I don't think Herc can ride any horse. I think he can only ride.
I think anybody
Well, yeah,
can
we'll
ride
figure it
any
out.
horse. But yeah, it's just flavor for right now, I would imagine, except for like the addition of the movement speed. that
Well, the
you-
movement, yeah.
But we'll allow it for this turn. But we'll have to think about it if it's going to be.
Yeah, well, because actually, yeah, my camel could probably attack, and the horse definitely could attack. So,
Yeah.
oh well.
Sammy.
All right, I've got the +3 arrow knocked up, and I'm gonna let her fly. Where you at?
One pregnant arrow.
And it's at
Advantage.
advantage because he's got it lit up like a beacon. So a 17 plus 3, so it's a 20 to hit.
Yes. 20.
And because I have advantage on it, I also get the sneak attack.
Also have an ally within 5 feet.
Yes, that too. So that is 3 die 6. So that
Did you take the 7 or did you take the 9?
I took the 9 because of the advantage. It's on the 17, so
Yeah.
I know, it's
I
just a
would
weird way to do
think-
the
Yeah.
damage.
I should probably just remove the damage part of it.
So 21
that's-
damage.
That's how I've always done it. If it does it that
Yeah.
way, it's like you follow whatever the roll is on.
So 21 damage.
21 damage. Wait. Plus 3 because of the arrow, so it's 24 damage.
Got it. Okay.
And then Sammy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll use his bonus action to try to hide on the other side of the rocks.
Okay.
At disadvantage. If you will allow it.
Okay. Yeah. You feel pretty hidden, Mr. Riker.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right. Riker will use 15 feet to get up and see the dragon. It's a what the fuck moment, but he'll go 5, 10, 15, and I will use an action to create my cannon right next to me. And it's the Force Ballista. And it's going to bonus action take a shot at the dragon.
Okie dokie. With advantage?
Yep. Thank God for advantage. That's 25.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. So 7 force damage.
Okay, 7 force damage.
And that's all I can do.
Okie. It is now the dragon's turn. And he breathes into your face. Which one of these girls do you want to protect more?
Oh,
Get out of my head, dragon.
You picking your Timora or your Sunni here?
There's just the Sunni one here. Looks like fate has chosen for me.
Wow, the gods have chosen
The
for
gods
you,
have
sir.
chosen.
Damn, gods
he
really
actually-
do
he actually
control
says
it.
that?
Yeah.
Do you actively look for the Timora one, or do you just grab the first one that you can find?
Are
I
you,
mean,
t-
are
are
yeah,
you
I
talking
can't-
about the dragon?
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
the dragon knows where everyone is at the point.
I think he's trying to talk between Arceus and Rin, not your
Yeah.
goddesses.
I made the joke because Arceus
get
is the Sunni
Yeah.
and Rin's the Timora.
She's the redhead, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking it more literally.
He skirts
Herc 100% would.
by you. So you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Too bad you don't have Sentinel yet.
Yeah.
It would be right here.
20.
20 does hit.
Do another smite on that fucker?
Smote it.
Can I?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
As a paladin, you can smite as many times as you have spell slots. Go for it.
Every
I
time
was
you
hoping
hit.
that would end with want, but it didn't, huh?
Is it undead? Do you get more?
No.
Oh, you also. Oh, that is advantage. Never mind.
Eight. So 20 full damage.
Okay. Alrighty. As it flaps its wings, moving past you, now hovering about 10 feet in the air, it breathes in and unleashes lightning in the direction that will hit both Arceus. Actually, it'll hit Arceus, Ardu, and Rin.
Yeah.
I need you all
Maybe
to
if
make
I
a
had said one
dexterity
or the
saving
other, I
throw.
could have spared one of them.
Oh, dex save. Sorry.
Okay. Arceus.
Hold on, I'm trying to roll for my dragon.
Oh wait, hold on. It's ability checks and then half move speed, but you guys are just at ability checks. That doesn't
Correct.
include saving throws, right?
Does not.
Correct.
Okay, so you're at normal.
Ugh.
So it is 21, 11. Ardu fails. Rin fails. Double check this before I roll it. It's not. Okay.
How many D8 you gonna give us?
Not a
All
D8.
the d8s.
Oh no.
Tens.
No.
Ugh.
Dropping
Um,
Hamiltons. Sorry.
Roll. Okay.
How many D10?
Oh, you guys got
Holy
lucky. That's
He did
that's
not
far-
throw away his shot.
that's
God
far
damn.
that's far below the average.
That's all of Ren's hit points.
Yeah, Rin is down.
So is Ardu.
And Arceus, you take 21 damage, and the dragon will then use 60 feet of flying to fly. This direction.
Wait, which direction?
Didn't see it.
He,
What the
He
fuck?
flew.
Which way did it go?
It
Right or
flew.
right?
It flew
Go-
east. Or it flew.
he
Yeah, it
goes
flew to
in.
the
I was
right.
like, let me know which direction it flew at
Wait.
least.
He goes in, breathes lightning, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Let me.
That's the ultimate just fuck you.
Okay. Yep. Okay. It is now out of line of sight. for everyone because it flew up over the, I guess, mountainous ridge and is now some feet that way that you can't see.
Now Arv wakes up.
Now Arv wakes up, looks around, sees a charred, motionless Bryn in the corner. Lightning kind of blackened the sand and stone below, and he is freaking out, and
Valid.
basically just shouting, "What's going on? What are we doing?"
Shut up! The dragon's gonna be back.
Shit. And he holds his action for casting. What spell will Alara hold?
Magic missile.
You know what? Actually, he's not gonna hold
Please let it be power word kill.
any spell. He's gonna take
It's like he's got a super soak.
5 more feet
Yeah.
forward, and he is going to touch Arsis and cast haste.
Holy fuck.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Rin. I mean,
It's
I'm
chill,
not,
I'm
but I
chilling.
am. You don't have to make saves. Good thing
Yep.
you didn't give your periaptic wound closure.
I know. That would have been a bad time for me.
And Arsis just got up and walked away.
Sorry, my
Um,
dog's yelling at me, and that usually means I need to poop.
No,
so
you're
I'm
okay.
listening.
I will ride back to Ren and pump her with
Keep it PG. This is YouTube.
lay on hands.
Ooh.
I'm gonna lay them hands on Ren.
Okay.
Thank you.
How many?
Give me some hands, boy.
10.
10 hands.
Hands.
Yeah. As many as I can spare.
Okay.
And that should cover
Letting
it.
her out is faster and easier
Yeah.
than cleaning up her poop if she poops in the house.
True.
So,
No, I get
Rin
it.
like grabs Herc's hand. You know, her hand's a little blackened from being electrocuted, and thank you.
That dragon hates you. You've got to get out of here. I'll put her on Halanga's day, and I'll get down on the ground.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I take it that takes your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm stepping
Arsis?
outside of the cave to see if I can see the dragon.
Okay.
Or I guess I get if I dismount, I would get 90 feet of movement, right, in total, as a hero and a exploiter of animals.
Hold on. No.
No.
Say that again?
I love when you just make up fake rules. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride my mount for 90 feet, and then I'm gonna hop off of it and run another 30 feet.
Well, yeah, because the.
No.
All right. Sounds good.
Arsis, you said you're
I'm
going to
listening.
be looking for the dragon, correct?
Yeah, I'm using my hasted movement to come out here and see if I can scan the skies for the dragon.
Okay. You can give me a perception check if you would like.
Sure. It's a 15 with disadvantage.
You get a sense that because of the height of the walls, the kind of the canyon that you're in right now, is going to be very difficult to see them unless they are directly above you. Unless you somehow find a way to get vertical as well.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to kind of, I guess, ready in action to attack as soon as the dragon comes back with a +2 arrow.
Okay.
And then I
You
will
said a
use
+3 arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can that be my hasted attack?
Sure.
Okay. Then I will use my action to resummon Ardu
Oh, I see. What
at
you're
my
saying.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Okay. That's Herc and Arsis.
Yeah.
Sammy, what do you do?
No passive can tell me where he's at right now. Correct.
You know he is over the wall behind you. That's the last thing that you saw.
Okay, so then my next question is this an overhang enough that I could hide underneath? Because I'm trying to use it as cover.
Okay. It would depend on whether or not whatever's attacking you is attacking straight down, or if they're attacking from a different angle.
Yeah, my thought is that maybe it's going to come from the east and go west, and I kind of want to hide underneath it. So,
With that logic, you would think that is correct.
okay, so then I'm going to try to hide underneath it.
Okay.
And that's going to be my bonus action. At disadvantage. Ooh, that's not a good roll. Okay, 14. Oh. And then I'm going to hold my action for the first sight of it.
Okay.
We'll shoot a regular arrow.
Okay. Riker, it is now your turn.
All right. The wall right next to me, what's covered in black. How high up is that?
So technically, what your token is standing on is technically part of the cliff. So I was imagining you being underneath of it in the moment. The part that's black is just like definitely what you don't have line of sight of.
Okay. So you told us we might need verticality. I have a way to get verticality.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I'm thinking that might be advantageous for me.
It's about 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
At least this particular section is.
Okay. I will go ahead, take out a spray my boots with like an adhesive for spider climb.
Whoa.
And I go 30 feet up.
Okay, from 30 feet,
I grab my cannon as well. It's in my hand.
Okay.
I've seen this in Marvel Rivals.
Again.
You know what? I don't know how to do that for you. I'll just delete it. All right. You see it over there.
All right. My cannon has a range of 120 feet. So let's see.
It is 85 feet away. You can see him.
All right. Do I still get advantage on the attack?
Yes.
Where is that? I do?
Yeah.
Cool. You see just Riker like walking normally.
Right, he's
up
a
this
shiny
wall,
beacon. He should be easier to spot.
and
He's a
I will-
shooting star.
and like the cannon, I put it on my shoulder. The cannon on my shoulder just is gonna try to hit this thing now.
Okie dokie.
Fucking
Go for it.
predatoring that shit right there.
22 to hit.
22 does hit.
All right. Excuse me, sir. There we go. 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. It's now the dragon's turn, and depending on what they roll on this die will depend on what they do.
Ooh.
Ooh.
3. They continue to fly further away. And yeah, they're off of the map, but Riker, if you attempt to make an attack, I'll make sure I let you know whether or not they're in range.
Okay.
But they are still to the east of you all. It does appear, Riker, and you're the only one that can really see this, that it looks like it's making a slow bank south. But it is now Arv's turn. He cast haste last time. Now he is going to just hold a firebolt for if anything comes in range. Rin, it's now your turn.
Yeah. I was just looking at slow, and it doesn't specify that I need to see the target.
But I believe it's got a 60
There's
foot.
a range.
It's 120 feet.
Okay.
So since I can't see the dragon, DM, could you estimate?
I think he's farther than 120 feet right now.
Okay. So
And do you still have to be able to see? Oh, you said you don't. Have
No,
to see
I
it.
don't have to
Okay.
be able to see it.
it doesn't.
And cast it.
It doesn't.
I guess yeah, I can cast it and just not know, but
So like here's the situation regarding the spell. Okay, it says you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice, doesn't specify site, in a 40-foot cube within range. Now, would you say if we were in like an apartment complex, right? Obviously breaking fantasy, we're in a tavern.
Ah,
Do you think that
thank
you
you.
would be able to cast slow on creatures on the next floor up without being able to see the location that you are casting it to?
I mean it's a good comparison. I mean,
Either way, it's out of the 120-foot range.
okay.
But in my mind, I think that you have to at least be seeing the location that you're placing. the
Yeah,
spell.
that's very fair. I am good with that.
The creatures can be invisible, but you have to see where you're putting the spell.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. In that case, Kirk, how far can I ride on this camel?
Not at all. It used all its movement.
What the fuck?
Cool. So
I mean, I guess
Fuck with that plan.
unless you want to say like it dashes or something.
I don't know.
That's the tricky thing about it.
Well, yeah. All right, then I guess I'm just gonna chill. There. I can't do anything to attack it. I don't. We're gonna do another new hot mode. We're getting rid of all my electrocution here.
Okay.
Mantle of Inspiration, 8 temporary HP up to 3 creatures I can see within 60 feet. So that's obviously gonna be Herc, and we'll say Arv.
Obviously.
Yeah, and whoop.
Wait, I'm getting temporary hit points?
Yeah, I lost concentration when I went down, I assume.
Oh.
So those last 2
Yes.
temp HP were gone.
Those
So
are
now you
gone?
get 8 temp HP.
I guess that's better.
That is significantly better. And then I'm
4
just gonna
times.
flip a coin on whether I give Riker or how do I guess I'll go evens is Riker, odds is Sammy. Okay,
Evens
so
it
then
is.
yeah, Riker's
Don't
gonna
give it
get
to me. It's fine.
an extra
I'm
8.
used to being a lone wolf. It's okay. I don't need
I
your
hate
pity.
Sammy as much as I used to, so
I don't need your pity anymore.
Alrighty, Arsis.
Okay.
Oh, 8 temporary HP, right?
yeah.
So, Riker, you shouted that he was up there and he was headed south.
Yeah, I would have said that.
Okay. This is gonna be a little bit nuts. I have a climbing speed. So if I take a running jump to here, could I scale the wall?
A running jump.
I mean, the jump is regardless. It's like I'm gonna use my movement to get to this wall and try to scale it. I have 60 feet of movement.
Okay. Yeah. That particular location isn't quite as high as the one that Riker is on. It's only about 20 feet high.
Okay.
But yeah, you can attempt to climb it. I will, because I'm a gracious DM, alter different opportunities because the map might not display it well enough for you to recognize them as possibilities. The darkness around you are standing pillars that go straight up.
I know, but I don't want to be on a pillar. I want to
Okay.
be on a more flat surface.
Nope, you're fine.
And
I
I'm
just wanted
sorry,
to.
I don't have 60. I have 70 feet of movement.
Okay, so if you have a climbing speed, you can
I do.
run 45 and then 20, which is 65 feet of movement, to be up on top of there.
Okay, so I probably can't go anywhere on top of here. I have dark vision out to 120 feet. Probably morning though by now, or out to 60 feet. But it's morning now. I'm
It's
assuming because
morning, but the darkness is still overhead because of the clouds.
Cool. I can shoot up to 600 feet away with disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean you can. He's not 600
Can I see
feet
the
away.
dragon?
Yeah,
It's a shining star.
I know, so it's a straight roll.
yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna do my 3 attacks at the dragon.
Fuck.
God, we're out for blood.
Okay. So attack 1, and these are straight. So 27.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add my favorite foe to that as well, because there's no range on that one. It's only if I hit. So 11 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
These are regular arrows, not my magic arrows, though.
Okay.
21.
Okay. 21 hits. Its AC.
Yeah, it's
is
not
20.
a crit.
So 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Ignore the crit. Fun. First attack. Okay. Just a first attack, so I can't do it again. And then my hasted attack. 17 misses.
17 misses.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
still,
is my turn.
still relatively successful, all things considered.
I mean,
Ardu's gonna
wait.
start moving.
Don't you
That's
get
pretty sick,
advantage
too.
because it's lit
Yeah,
up?
yeah, but it's
Did I
also
miss
long
something?
range. It's also long
Okay,
range.
I'm sorry. I missed
So it's
that
just
part.
neutral.
I thought we were in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no advantage.
Apologies.
Still sick to imagine, like, if how far away is the dragon? Like 300 feet or something like that?
No, it's 140.
That's still super far, guys. And just imagine,
It's sick.
you gotta
It's
like
pretty
hit
sick.
hit those
Right.
shots from so far away.
Alrighty, Herc, what do you do?
Yell at the sky and call it a coward, I guess.
That's fair.
Come on. It has a fear of heights?
No, I said that's fair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Sometimes melee
Um,
sucks.
Y'all just gotta cast sleep on it. It's okay.
1,
Yeah, I'm
2,
trying.
3, 4.
I'm trying to get there, man.
Maybe there's something I can do.
We need to do
Almost
more
choked on that.
damage.
Sammy, be thinking of what you want to do.
Yep, I know. God damn, I choked on that one there.
You said it's 140 feet away?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to.
And for you, you don't have line of sight of it unless you get in elevation.
Yeah. And how high is the wall?
Depends on where you climb. Right behind you is 25 feet.
Let's see, so I went 1, 2. Well, actually, I could probably just. Can I climb right here or no? Do I have to go like?
You got to go outside the cave. So right there you can climb, yeah.
Okay, so that's 15. And then if I use my Peerless Athlete ability, I can jump up all the way if I dash, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You can have line of
And
sight,
now-
but it's 140 feet away.
140. Okay. Well, I use my action to get up here. So I think I'll just I think I'll just stay here, I guess.
Okie dokie. Sammy. Riker's on deck.
You're muted. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I thought I hit the button. All right. So realizing that the dragon is banking south.
Riker,
I'm thinking.
you relayed that to everyone, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Otherwise, I would have stayed there. I'm realizing I am not in an advantageous spot right now. So, question is, would Sammy think that hiding behind this area provide more advantage, or booking it over into this area? I think Sammy is gonna run over north. Ugh, he's not gonna hide, that's for sure, because none of this is overhang, right? That I just walked through
Not really.
this
no.
way.
Not that stuff, no.
Okay.
Back here a little bit is.
Okay, so then Sammy is going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action. 5, 10, 15. He's going to scoop up. Oh, wait. The amulet was tossed somewhere over here. Yeah,
Somewhere
right?
out here, yeah.
All right. Could I see the shining amulet as I'm walking through and I see the moon?
I will say if you want to search for that amulet, I'll say it's only kind of difficult to find, that you wouldn't be able to bonus action dash if you wanted to look for it.
Really want to get that amulet for Herc back.
Yeah. So you'll have to choose of whether or not you want to get the amulet for Herc back, or whether or not you want to make sure that you're in a safe little hidey hole for yourself.
Yep, nope, we're going with the hidey hole. So.
Okay, there's opportunity for character growth, but we'll pick
No.
that up another time.
Not
This is
taking
not
it.
a
Not at this
character
point,
growth
no.
That might be it. That's
No,
debatable.
come on, dude. Look, there's character growth and living to see the next day. So that's yeah.
Alrighty, move your token.
So, yep, moving. So we're gonna go over here. Does that provide me enough cover from a southern strafe?
Depends on how south he loops around. You feel covered.
For the valley at least, like.
Yeah, if you were to
This
come
area
swooping straight in from the south, right up the little channel, you feel like you'd be pretty good unless he pricked his neck to the side and sniped you.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
Perfect.
it sounds like you should have faith in getting the amulet.
Maybe he's got it out for me. I don't know, but I'm going to. I don't want to ready another one. I'm just gonna ready another arrow. And if I see the big bad fly into line of sight, I'm gonna let loose.
What's
Alrighty.
the long range of a short bow? 60? 90?
80.
Riker,
All right.
what do you do? 140 feet away.
I'm going to move 30 feet along the wall.
Okay.
Um,
To the south?
both, just whatever gets me closer to it.
Okay.
I want to be in range.
You probably...
'Cause I can move along the wall like normal walking speed. That's 30 feet.
Yeah, that's not a problem. It's still off. It's still off screen, like way out here. It's not down on the southern end of the map yet. It's still way out
banking
here.
south.
Yeah, it's banking south. It's made its start to turn, but it's still way off east. So just moving south isn't going to. You're moving parallel to it. At this
I don't
point.
care where I move as long as I'm within range. Literally all I care about.
You
And I
would
can
have
go anywhere along this wall, down, over, doesn't matter.
you would have to jump. And what's the range? 130 or 120?
120. So I literally just need to get 20 feet closer to it.
Okay. You need to jump and get yourself right here on this elevated rock.
You
Oh,
got
so-
springs in your boots, Inspector Gadget?
We'll see. Can I just make the jump?
What is that? What's your strength?
28.
It's 8.
28?
Jumping distance. 5e. What is it? In order to do a long jump, you need to run 20 feet, or is it 10 feet?
I think it's only 10. Don't quote me on that though.
Let's see. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you can cover a feat up to your strength score if you move at least 10 foot on foot immediately before the jump. So, let's see. Yeah, so you can jump 8 feet. If, wow. And
Hold
so,
on. It's like 5. It's like only 5 feet from like the closest distance to them.
yeah, I'll say yeah. So you have to burn 10 feet in order to jump over there. You'd be able to just make it over.
That's
right
fine.
there
Again,
if you wanted to.
at this point, I literally only care about getting within range of this thing. So
Okay, you're in range. Right there, you are in range.
okay. Action. I'm going to load up a firebolt. Take a shot with it.
Okay.
Only an 18 to hit.
18
That's
does
fine.
not hit, unfortunately.
Bonus action. I'll have the cannon go boom. I mean, I'll take the nat 20.
Yeah.
24 points of damage.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay. Is that end your turn?
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm a
Alrighty.
smart dragon. Huh. I'm gonna harass the one adventuring party around that has a cannon.
Alrighty. Rolling a 3. It is going to use its movement to dive down out of line of sight of being bombarded into the canyon. So it is still, that 140 feet away, but now it is out of line of sight down towards the ground. Because it's 7 after, we'll go ahead and suspend combat there. The dragon having taken its turn. Arv will, I need to put up a, does haste last a certain amount of rounds? Or is it just as long as I combat?
It's 1 minute at least.
Yeah, I think it's a minute, but it's concentration.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
so 10
Okay.
rounds or concentration.
Here.
So to put a twofer on him.
And then that's where we'll pick up time.
Womp womp.
Good moves, folks.
Damn.
Yeah. Good stuff. Stop recording.
I want this dragon to die.